Hi, this is the video syllabus for Math 120 at ECC. My name is Dan Kernler, and I'm going to be the instructor for this. And we're going to start the semester just kind of doing that first day talk about how the course is going to be set up, and that's what this video is going to be about. So let's start talking about the different course components of your grade. First up, online homework. It's an online course. Makes sense that we'd have some online homework. This homework is going to be through a product by the company Pearson, and it's my stat lab. The nice thing about the homework is you can have unlimited attempts at each problem. If you get it wrong, you can just click try a new exercise, a new one, and you can get credit for that. Even if you got the first one wrong, you can do it as many times as you want and get a new example. These are all going to be due Wednesday at midnight or 11:59 p.m. So every week, except test weeks, we will have homework due in my stat lab at 11:59 p.m. So the homework is scored on a rubric, and it's based on the percentage that you earn in each homework assignment. 90 to 100% is a full 4 out of 4 points. So even if you miss a couple of problems, you can still get full credit on that assignment. 80 to 90 is 3 points. 70 to 80 is 2 points, 50 to 70 is 1 point, and if you get less than 50%, that's not really, you didn't really demonstrate that you've mastered anything there, so you don't get any credit for that. There is a late penalty for any of the problems that you do after the deadline. For every day late, there's a 20% late penalty, just for those problems that are done after the deadline. Next is weekly quizzes. These will also be online. They're going to be in Desire to Learn, our course management system. And these are actually going to be based on worksheets, and you'll be provided a worksheet for each week. It's looking at real data. These are more authentic than the ones in my stat lab. So they're problems that I've crafted over the last few years in my face-to-face class, and they're using real data using the program that we're going to be using, StatCrunch. And you're going to be asked various questions. You could do all of this ahead of time. You'll have these worksheets all week. The quizzes are due Fridays at 11:59 p.m. So you have all week to work on them. You can email me questions. And then when you take the quiz, you'll just be entering in the answers from your worksheet. They'll be directly from your worksheet. Your worksheet's already done. So those are Friday. Because everybody has the same ones here, I can't really let you do them and submit it late because I want everyone to have the answers. I release the answers Saturday morning. And so there are no late submissions for the quizzes. So whatever you have done before the deadline, that's what your credit will be. And these will just be credit earned for points or for problems correct. So there's no rubric on those. Next, we will have unit exams. We'll have 4 units. Every 4 weeks will be a unit. We'll have 3 weeks of content and then 1 week to prep and take your exam. So 4-week units, 4 units. That'll get us to 16 weeks. The exams are proctored. So this is a rule at ECC in the math department that all of our exams have to be proctored. The easiest way to do that is to do that at ECC. If you're nearby, you drive in, you do a schedule, I'll email out the link, you come in, you take your exam here at ECC. But you don't have to come to ECC, it's an online course, right? We have flexibility. You can do it at a local library. I've had people who are in the military, they have an officer proctor it. If you're traveling, another community college might be able to proctor it. That's on you to coordinate though. I'm not going to find that other place for you if you can't come to ECC, so that's really important that you find that place where you can have your exam proctored. And then the last component of your grade is the final exam. That's the last week of the course. That's actually just cumulative through the first 3 units, because I figure you just had an exam on the 4th unit. No need to have it again the last week, so that last final will just be the first 3 units cumulative on those. So that's the assessments that we have. That's how your course is, that's how your grade is going to be determined. The next important thing we really need to talk about is your expectations for what it's like to take an online course. This is usually the biggest struggle that people have about what do I need to do to be ready for this online course. So let's talk about time. That is definitely the biggest thing. If you think about college courses, the standard expectation is 2 hours outside of class for every 1 hour inside of class. This is a 4-credit course, so if we were meeting on campus, we'd have 4 hours a week that we would meet, and then you'd be expected to spend 8 hours outside of class. So let's take a look at a theoretical schedule, what that might look like for a regular traditional face-to-face class. So let's say we are a kind of traditional college age student. We got some daytime classes like a Bio 110 in the morning, an English class a couple days a week, stats class 4 days a week. I teach this one in the spring. We met 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday for an hour. We got speech class. Those are 3 credits. And then we work maybe Thursday, Friday nights, Saturday and Sunday on the weekends. And then we got to fit in our study hours, right? 2-to-1 ratio. So for the 6 credit, for the 3 credit bio, we need 6 hours of studying. Throw those in there. Same for English. Stats, we need 8 hours because it's a 4 credit class. So we throw those in there. And then we have the 6 hours of speech. So that would be like the traditional daytime student taking, 13 credits. All right, for your online version, you still have all those other classes. You're still expected to study. You have that 8 hours of studying in there, and it seems like you just pull the 4 hours out that you had to come to class. That's what a lot of students, especially novice online students, think, that obviously you're still going to have to study and all that, but you just don't have to come to class anymore. But now you're not in class with someone explaining things to you and someone helping you learn it, answering questions, and maybe doing some examples with you. So now you have to do that learning on your own. You have to replace those 4 hours with 4 additional hours on your own. So say we have that schedule, it might look something like this. The question now is, what happens when you take that hour 4 days a week out? You have to replace those with 4 additional hours of your own learning. So say you might add an hour Monday night, maybe Friday in the afternoon, and then what I'm going to do this semester is I'm actually going to add an hour of an optional class attendance where I'm going to stream, answer questions that you might have, and work through some examples together, maybe open up the worksheets, answer questions from that. But that's just 1 hour, and we're not going to do any teaching there. We'll just be looking at some examples. We can answer some questions. And that ends up replacing your 4 hours that you had face-to-face if you were doing a more traditional face-to-face class. This is the most important thing when you have this online class. It's still that total of 12 hours. It's not that you have less time. It just gives you more flexibility on when you can spend your time. You can work on the weekends, you can work at night, you can work at 6 a.m. in the morning if that's when you have time. Like, you don't have to come to class, but you're not saving any time. In fact, a lot of students find that you spend more time learning on your own, because I've tried, I've made some videos, there's resources that are available through my stat lab. There's a lot of stuff there, but that's hard. You're learning it on your own. You can't really pause and ask questions. You have to email me. I'm not going to get back the next 2 seconds like I would in class. And so there's a lot of differences there. And so the biggest message I want to give you is you have a lot of flexibility. You save a lot of you don't have to drive to class, but you're not saving any time. So 4 big takeaways I want you to take with you from this little short video syllabus introduction into the course. Number 1, again, can't overemphasize enough, you don't save any time with an online course, it just gives you flexibility. Number 2, online students need to be independent and self-motivated. I have deadlines that I've learned over the years help students stay on track, consistent deadline every week. If you're like me and you have a deadline, something's due in 3 weeks, I'm not going to do it today, but if I have something due every week, I get in a schedule, and that really helps. But you still need to be motivated. If you wait until Wednesday night to do the homework, that's going to be really stressful. If you wait until Friday night to start working on the worksheet to do the quiz, it's going to be really stressful, and you're not going to learn that well, so you got to be motivated. Third point, as a reminder, your exams must be proctored, and it's up to you to find that location. And point number 4 is that questions are welcome. I have a lot of resources. I make a lot of different videos, try to anticipate what questions are going to be asked, but you're going to have homework questions. You're going to have questions about, wait a minute, how do those exams work, and all those things. So email is great. I have it pushed to my phone. Sometimes I question the wisdom of that, but when I'm available and it's a quick answer, I'll answer it right away. If you don't get an answer right away from me, I could be busy. Sometimes at night, I'm not going to do student emails late at night. It's not a hassle at all for you to email me. I'll always get back within 24 hours unless we're on vacation, and I'll let you know my availability at those times. So please feel free to ask questions. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the syllabus, please shoot me an email, and let's have a great semester.